Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm just giving y'all a second to come into the room. We're about to get into a few things, okay? Few stories I have saved that I want to talk about. So y'all, get comfortable. Say hey, what's going on? Hope y'all are having a good day. We're gonna get into it in a minute. I'm muted. Thank you. Okay. I wasn't ready to start. I wasn't ready to start, but I'm still trying to figure out how to like transition between videos with Ecamm because you just like click them and then it's just a whole situation because sometimes it'll not girl listen. It's a lot. I'm still getting accustomed to Ecamm. But girl, I like it. It's cute. You know what I'm saying? But you can't put anything, it don't give you the whole little StreamYard click camera off thing. So I gotta do something like that. I gotta do something like that and then I can take it off. You know what I'm saying? But it's cute because you get to like move the screen around and stuff. So it's cute. I'm just giving everybody a chance to come in. Okay. Hi everybody. Hi. Thank you for informing me that I was muted. I appreciate it. I'm gonna put my audio right next to my comments so that I can see. Okay. Because with this one, you get to move widgets around all over the place, y'all. It's real cute. It's real cute. I was trying to figure out how to get a background, how to get a background in this situation, girl. But it was just like, we don't know right now, girl. We don't know how we gonna figure out how to do a background. Girl, now that I left and then I came back. I left and I came back. We still here? Hold up. Let's see. Because I clicked off, child. Okay. Now I didn't switch brands on me, girl. Listen. I told y'all, I'm still trying to figure it out. Hold up. But it's giving everybody a chance to get into the room, girl. It was going to do what it wanted to do, girl. It was going to do what it wanted to do. All right, y'all. Listen. Y'all see me? We here? Is we here? I was trying to see if I could get a background so it's not just blank space. But as soon as I did it, it shut everything down. I was just like, all right, well, never mind then, girl. Never mind. I'm gonna have to do some more research on how to get a background up here. But it's good to see all of y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Not y'all laughing at me. Okay. So I'm about to run this intro, child, and we gonna get into it because there's some things I want to discuss. Okay, so which one is it, child? Which one? Here we go. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Kandi Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Kandi Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Okay, and look at it. Switching all over again, girl. See? It's stupid. It's real stupid. Hold up. Come on in. Come on in. It's just gonna always do that. I gotta figure out like how to lock it. I'm gonna lock it. That way it don't go nowhere, because that don't even make no sense. Okay, what are y'all doing for the new year? Okay, while we're getting into it, I'm going out of town New Year's Day. But I'm not gonna be doing anything New Year's Eve that I know of. There are some parties, you know what I'm saying? There are some parties that I want to go to. See, this is annoying to me. Every time I X out of this and then put it back on the screen, I have to sign in again. And I don't understand why that's happening. So we're just gonna have to do something different. Let's just go into preview mode. Okay, as to not disrupt shit. Okay. But yeah, y'all, I'm going out of town. For New Year's Day. Okay. I'm looking forward to it too. It's gonna be me and Lyric. So, that should be really cute. A little 1-2 trick right quick with me and him. And I didn't had my trip by myself, and now we can have a trip together. So that's cute. I'm excited for that. I hope everybody got to see The Best Man Now That We're Grown, because it was real good. I enjoyed doing it. Okay, hold up, y'all, because I need to add my Instagram. I need to add my Instagram, girl. But it's always acting funny. It's always acting funny, y'all. Okay, so hold up. Let me see. What do we want to start? Where do we want to start? Because there's so many things to talk about. Jeez. I mean, there aren't, but I've saved a lot of things. Let's start here. Let's start here. I don't know if I can show this because y'all know how people be acting, so I'ma just play it. This is Akon. Are you serious? That's a white man's thing. Child. So y'all couldn't hear it? Okay, y'all couldn't hear that even on my mic? Y'all couldn't hear that? Ah. Okay. Well, that's weird. Let's see. Hold up.
Canon.
So y'all can't hear that?
Spreading of his seed.
100%. I agree with him 1,000%.
Oh, no.
That's how life is supposed to be.
No.
Why not?
Because
he's rich.
You can't hear that? Okay.
No.
See, wait.
Let me finish.
Okay, go on.
He's rich.
I'm getting levels on it, so that's why I'm like, that's weird.
Everyone
Okay,
has
but
children.
no, but this is the
And the
problem.
baby
Okay.
brothers with it. And they hurt for nothing. And they live comfortably.
No, but what about the kids though?
What about them?
Because this is what I mean about men, right? You guys think that just having kids and giving money is enough, but what about the time? No,
he's there for every one of them.
How? There's no way that you can
Are
be.
you serious?
Are you?
Nick is there for every single one of those kids.
There's no way that you can have.
Yes,
No,
it is. I got 9, and I'm there for every one of mine.
So every single time you're at every single recital.
No, that's a white man's thing.
Oh.
About a recital.
No.
My job. Oh no, seriously. My job is to listen. My job is to raise my.
You agree, like Nick Cannon and his.
Okay, so y'all heard that, right? Okay. Because I didn't know if I could put the video up, because y'all know it's real tricky these days with putting up other people's content, even in YouTube videos. You don't know, child. You don't know what is gonna happen. They gonna flag you. I ain't got time for that. Because I'm gonna play another clip from this same interview. But I do want to say this. about Akon, I find it extremely bothersome that so many of you men do not seem to think that raising the child is a part of having them. You think that financially providing for them means that you're there for them. And then the girl says, well, what about recitals? And I want to say, forget a recital. Forget a recital. Forget that. What about making them feel safe in the home to where you're there every night? I feel like people really devalue having a father that is present on a daily basis. And because I've had a father that was present on a daily basis, as much as sometimes I wanted him to go somewhere and get out of my facial, at the end of the day, even as a child, I understood the value of my father being home every night. There were times where I was scared because I saw something on TV, or just as a child, you hear things and you get scared. My father snoring loudly in the next room was safety to me. My mom owned her own business, so her hours varied. My father was the one that got me up in the morning, cook breakfast. Every morning. Every morning. Like, I don't understand how you don't see the value in actually being there to raise your children. And I guess Akon will find out when those children become adults how they really don't like him. He'll figure it out then. Maybe now his 9 children are too young or too impressionable to be honest with him about how they feel about him. Maybe he's not even around enough to gauge how they feel about him, because he's like fucking Santa Claus, showing up with gifts to make everybody feel good that he's there. But there are a whole bunch of other times when they need a father there for advice. They need a father there just to be present with them, to want to spend time with them. That's another thing. It's almost like you only see the children as fruits of your penis working. You don't see the children as whole human beings that need people to pour into them in more than one way in order for them to be successful in life. You think having money is the only thing that was really required of you in raising your children, and that is so problematic and so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Most of us, I see and y'all, I hate living out here. Most of us, I think, understand the value of having someone in the home. Even now that we're adults and, women who have children, you understand the value in having a partner to help you on a day-to-day basis, so you don't have to do everything. Akon thinks that having money means he is doing enough. And I feel like for you to have this much money, this much access, and that is what you think being a father is, that money has failed you. That money has failed you if you think that sending money and being there ever so often is enough. Also, he was speaking on Nick Cannon, but to me, he was speaking on his own situation. So I decided to go ahead and say something about his situation first. But I'm going to move back to Nick Cannon, because Nick Cannon has already said that he is spread thin. For the holidays, son looked hella dehydrated, stressed, because he had to figure out a way to visit all of those children. All of those children. All what? Is it 10, 11 of them? It's 11 of them. He had to travel to see all of those children in one day as if he's fucking Santa Claus. And then he can only give them what? A few minutes? I'm just saying, at tops, I did the math. If he had to go to 6 different households to see his children, that means traveling time and time with them. At the most, he's able to spend what, 2 hours max with each person? I mean, at each household, because 2 hours max equals 12 hours that he would have had to be up and moving from household to household with whatever traveling time. Yes, 12 children, but 6 households. So 6 households in 12 hours, because you got to sleep at some point, I'm guessing. I mean, he probably didn't sleep much at all. But still, you only give those children a couple of hours on Christmas. A couple of hours. Do you know some of the best moments happen with your kids when y'all are sitting around doing nothing? When you have nowhere to go? When you have nothing pulling you away and you can just be fully present for an entire fucking holiday with your children. You're not even Lil Wayneing this situation. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne has a whole bunch of children too, but Lil Wayne has children with a whole bunch of women that get along. So not only do they get along, he can have all of them over for the holidays and have all of his children in one space at the same time. I don't know if it's still like that, but in past years, it has definitely been like that. Nivea, Lauren, Toya, all cool. Okay? And I'm sure all of the other ones, get in where they fit in with the same type of energy. We all want the siblings to be able to be around each other because that's what Wayne wants. Wayne wants to be able to have all his children in the same space at the same time. That's to me a better situation than what Nick is doing, where there is like total separation with the women. And so because of the total separation with the women, he probably never really gets to have all of those children at the same time. And he doesn't want to have all of those children with him at the same time. Because then those children are going to want you to be a fucking father instead of somebody showing up to take pictures like Santa Claus. Because that's all it seemed like he do. Show up, give money, take pictures, if that. Because all of the women have complained at one time or another about not having enough help. So Akon's whole, diatribe about how Nick has money and all of those women are taken care of. Nigga, have you seen any of the interviews? You haven't even seen what Nick Cannon said recently. But you running off at the fucking mouth with such passion on behalf of somebody whose information in life you have all wrong. Not even being real with yourself. Let alone being real about somebody else's situation. Akon, I feel really bad for all of your children and all of the women who have children with you. Because money is not everything. Money provides a lot. It does. Absolutely. But the things that your children will remember when you are dying or dead have nothing to do with money. I'm just saying. Those aren't the things they're going to remember. They might remember a really fun trip, but only because they had fun with you. I can remember trips with my parents where, we, didn't have like a real argument the whole trip. So I spent most of the trip listening to the music that they like to listen to. Falling in love with the Claudine soundtrack. Okay? On drives with my parents. There were times, that had nothing to do with like having a whole bunch of money. But spending time, giving effort, pouring into your child positively, playing with them. You can't tell me that you are doing that on a daily basis the way children need under these types of circumstances. And again, the fact that y'all think the lack that you provide is enough because of how much money you make, so sad. So sad. Anyway, y'all, outside of that, before we move off from Nick Cannon, Lanisha Cole. Lanisha Cole is one of the latest baby mamas, right? She's also a model. She was like in one of my favorite videos ever, fronting back in the day. Okay, I like her. I'm a little fan of hers. Hold up, y'all. Let me see if I can make this work. Let's see. Let me slide this up. Let's go into preview mode. Okay. because I want y'all to be able to see this. Let me see. But it's always, you know, am I gonna be able to get the actual thing that I'm trying to get y'all to see? Is it gonna work? Okay, let's see. All right, let me blow it up. And I'm gonna cover me because it's and all of that. Okay. All right, so here we go. Lanisha Cole implies she's leaving toxic relationships days after shading Nick Cannon for being a social media father. Okay? The mother of Nick Cannon's ninth child is speaking candidly about leaving toxic relationships days after it appeared that she had shaded him online. In a post shared to her Instagram story on Wednesday, December 21st, Lanisha Cole said, "I'll talk about my journey one day. 2. Hold up. She said, I want to read it right. She said, I'll talk about my journey one day too. But until then, I want to hear more from you guys, men and women. Tell me your stories of overcoming obstacles and leaving toxic relationships. I'd love to share your story. I'll share it anonymously or with your information if you choose. DM me with your stories. Let's have this very important conversation discussion." 2 days prior, Lanisha Cole appeared to criticize the Masked Singer host for sharing photographs of his other kids on social media. The pair welcomed their first child together, a baby girl named Onyx, in September. The birth came 2 months after Nick Cannon and Bree Tessie's son was born. Okay. In the post shared on December 18th, Cole said, "Onyx is incredibly blessed and is surrounded by so much love, and it's not fake ig photo op love." She added, "I wouldn't change a single thing about my journey because I'm in a beautiful place right now. I'm in a beautiful place now, and everything has to happen the way it did for me to get here. Yes, I've made mistakes. Yes, I've put myself through unnecessary pain and heartbreak, which we've all done in the name of love. You have too." So I'm glad that she said that at the end, because my sentiments were, if you're talking, and that's if you're talking about Nick Cannon, wasn't the writing on the wall? Wasn't the writing on the wall? And why do you need other people to tell a story that you're not ready to tell? What's that about? Why is that happening? I mean, is it just me? Is it just me? But it feels like if you want to talk about something, talk about your own situation. Trying to get other people to send you their stories so you don't have to talk about yours. I don't know. I don't know. But you know what it makes me want to do? It makes me want to go to Lanisha's we're gonna talk about Tamar too. We're gonna talk about Tamar. I'm glad I'm sliding down because there's some things that I definitely want to talk about because I forgot. Because I haven't done a BBS in a minute. So this might be a long one. So fuck with me if you do. Okay. But I need to find this first because I want to go to Lanisha Cole's page because I feel like I understand what's happening right now. And I could be wrong, but it seems like she said that he didn't come and take pictures with her baby. That's what it seemed like she was saying. And I wonder if it's because of this. Hold up. I'm going to put it back. I wonder if it's because of this. Can you guys see that? Let me know. Can you guys see that? Thank you. Yeah, you guys can see that. So this is the guy who everybody thought she was pregnant by. Because I remember, she had a miscarriage. And everybody was like, that was Nick's baby. And then we saw her with this guy. And we thought that this was the baby daddy when she was pregnant. And then it came out that no, it was actually Nick Cannon's baby. Adorable. She's so beautiful. Her art is fire. Okay. But yeah, y'all see Lanisha Cole. Something made me feel like the relationship with this man, Brian is his name. Brian Polk Kuba. Paul Kuba. Brian Paul Kuba. That's him. Yeah. I feel like whatever is going on here, I think Nick may be feeling a way about it. Because I think Nick Cannon likes to have this idea that he's the only man in all of his baby mama's lives, with the exception of Mariah Carey. I feel like all of the other women are, you know, like he's dating them or they don't have anybody else. Sorry, y'all. I'm moving it over because I have to find... Thank you. I needed to find the comments. I couldn't see what y'all were saying, but let me put it back. Okay. We're okay, now we're centered. All right, I see y'all. Okay, I needed to see y'all comments. Okay, so yes, Nick wants a harem low key, exactly, and he doesn't want them to actually be close to each other. No comparing notes. But this is what she posted on her Instagram. She said, "And for the people who still feel the need to be nasty towards me and send disrespectful messages, I get that it's easy to sit on your phone and look at a tiny glimpse of a person's life and feel like you're better than them. Yes, I've made mistakes. Yes, I've put myself through unnecessary pain and heartbreak, which we've all done in the name of love. You have too. But I'm choosing to do better. Calling me baby mama number 538 every time I say the sky is blue is uncalled for, and it's getting old. I get it. My life plays out publicly, but there's a lot you don't see. There's always so much more I want to say, but this isn't the time. I wouldn't change a single thing about my journey because I'm in a beautiful place now." Okay, so they basically cut up that first one. She says, "I've made peace with every decision I made in my life, and I pray that you make peace with whatever is causing you to be so bitter towards a person you don't know. Get out of toxic comment sections on social media. It's not real life. I'll talk about my journey one day too, but until then, I want to hear more from you guys." Okay. And then, you know, proceeded to post some of these stories that people sent her in her DMs, you know, which is beautiful and giving people a place to express how they're feeling, no doubt. But on some level, it's just kind of like, girl, we wish that you could tell us your story. We want to know your story, girl. Keep it a buck. But obviously, the toxic relationship is the Nick one. And I keep telling y'all, Nick gives off that toxic positivity bullshit. And I really do think that Lanisha Cole being one of the only ones that has a man in her life, and Nick Cannon seemingly posting all of the kids except for hers, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm about to go to his Instagram and see. But it's giving that he may have been upset because she's not fitting into the harem the way he would like for her to, especially as number 9. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's a picture. Okay, wait, no music. Okay, so 4 weeks ago, Onyx Ice already on the Zoom making boss moves. Okay, so he was with the baby for Instagram because, you know, he got a post on Instagram. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna post it with one baby. Okay, let's see. Okay, now that's some wilding out shit. Okay. All right. So he basically, I think what everybody was responding to was all of the baby mamas posting pictures of them for Christmas, and him not making his rounds. For Lanisha's baby. Maybe that's what it was, because, you know, she did say he was a social media daddy, and we believe you, girl. We believe you. It's probably on the Shade Room or something, like, you know, just going through the list of all of the photo shoots he did. I don't even follow Nick Cannon. That's how you know I don't really be caring like that, because I don't even follow that man. Anyway, I don't think we need to pray. Okay, hold on. Yeah, he said he travels all over like Santa for Christmas. And this is when I was like, if everyone is in Cali, that's still only 2 hours tops per household, which would take 12 hours plus travel. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, okay, yeah, that sounds like the life someone should strive to have, splitting themselves into 6 different parts for the holidays every year. Sounds tiring to me, Akon, but you know, you magical Negroes, you do other things. Let's get back to Akon. Okay, hold up. Let me. I want y'all to tell me if y'all can hear it.
Way by his performance, like he's so young. I interviewed him the other day for something else that I do, and first of all, I can't believe he's 20. Second of all, I could not believe like his stage presence was so good, and like, I feel at a time now, a lot of young people, they don't know how to perform live anymore because, like you said, everything's on socials, and you just go on live, and all your following just are just happy to see you on live now because they don't want to go out anymore either. So to see someone so young with such good stage presence, I was blown away by him.
But he's African.
Yeah.
We a little different when it comes to stage presence.
Yeah.
Now in America, oh yeah, niggas gonna be wobbling, pants hanging half down, bored as hell, half asleep because they high as hell on stage.
Yeah.
But Africa, we wake up morning like look at these YouTube clips of all these kids from Uganda and how they be, you know what I'm saying? Like these kids are performers, like so. For us, it comes natural.
Blown away by.
Okay, I love that. For us, it comes natural. I mean, I don't want to state the obvious, but you do realize that we have the same DNA, right? You do know that, right? Like a lot of us have some of the same DNA. Also, Akon, again, not to state the obvious, you're a fucking hip hop artist, my dude. I haven't heard any Afro beats from you. I haven't heard any music that represents where you are originally from, because I heard that you were born here in America. So it's crazy to me that you get on, anyone's platform and you say such disrespectful things about the other side of you. Yes, it says you were born in St. Louis, Missouri, Akon. Akon, yes, your parents may be Senegalese. Okay, let me say it right. Senegalese. But you, sir, were born in St. Louis, Missouri, and had your parents, directly being immigrants, travel back and forth to their home in Africa, in Senegalese, okay, back to America where you were born. So you had a very special leg up than most Africans and most African Americans because you had dual citizenship, right? And I feel like it would be great if we knew you because you also contributed to the hip hop in America with Senegalese, I don't want to say it wrong, Senegalese, Senegalese culture added in, the type of music, Senegal, right? I never knew he was from Senegal. Yes, okay. But if he would have put what is native in their music, because I don't know what it is. I'm not from Senegal. I've never been to Senegal. I don't have a reference point for the Senegalese, okay? But what I do know is what I have heard from Akon and his music since he came out in the early 2000s was Akon the Young Jeezy. Locked up, they won't let me out. No, they won't let me out. Okay, so you using your nasal passage to sing choruses on African American hip hop songs in order to get you to the place of fame and money that you have right now. Probably on some level being in Africa exploiting people in some respect, because that's what a lot of you niggas do. Y'all be real big on repping where y'all from if it's not America, right? But then you take advantage of the people from your hometown. Look, and him yelling Senegal on some features. Like he did. I missed it. But I didn't hear any. Hold on, what do you say? He is Senegalese, but never made wall-off music. So that's the type of music that they have. Wall-off music. Is that what it's called? Thank you for that, because I did not know. Okay, y'all know I ain't gonna say I know if I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is I haven't heard any other influences. That's the word I was looking for. I haven't heard any other influences in his music besides hip-hop. So it's real bothersome to me for after being made a millionaire off of African American music, you turn around and say that African Americans are lazy and up there on stage wobbling, hands, pants hanging off high. Oh, really? Oh, really? Because the height of us, that's what we do. The best of us here in America, is that how we perform on stage? Who are you talking about, Akon? I would like for you to put a name on it. I would like for you to put a name on it. Because I instantly, y'all know who I thought? God rest it, God rest old boy's soul. But I instantly thought about Migos. Migos is the biggest rap group right now, right? In recent history. When the Migos went on stage, even if they were high, they were in unison high. They were dressed, you know what I'm saying, alike. They were giving male Destiny's Child, okay? Not only that, they had physical like dance move choreography whenever they would get up there to perform. And that's just one group I could think of off the top of my head that is, you know what I'm saying, huge in African American culture for performing. So I'm really trying to understand, who are you talking about? Put a name on it. Always the Migos had choreography. So that, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least for these like past couple of years, that's one of my favorite things about watching them perform, is they always have choreography and it always give cool though. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like it's doing too much, but the uniformity of it, I loved it. I loved them performing together. And that's like one of the biggest groups that we have currently. God rest Takeoff soul. So I really want to know, who the fuck is Akon talking about? And I want him to put a name on it. Put a name on it, nigga. Because you from St. Louis. How dare you? How dare you? Please climb up off our back before you start kicking us in our ass. Do us that favor. Okay, like barely a namesake in a community. Barely. But running your motherfucking mouth. Okay. Where we want to go? Okay, let's go here, because I got an issue with folks, and I'm about to share this. Hold up, what y'all saying before I move on? Let me go back to live mode. Okay, I feel like Akon talking about himself, because I can remember a performance from him that I was like, he did that. Right, standing on stage, nasally singing into a fucking microphone and want to act like he did something. The dab they used to do, in a two-step dance they would do. Child. Hey, it was more than most. I think on Pop Champagne Remix, it was a song, Hot in NYC, years ago. Okay, in NYC. Got y'all. Gotcha. So it might have been somewhere up in there. Akon been tripping for years. He has. Exactly. He won't say. He ain't gonna put no name on it. Talking all of that shit. Just trying to be seen. Who? Akon threw that man in that stage and was sued. Grinding on mirrors, not asking about ages. That's something, huh? Oh, grinding on minors, not asking about ages. That's something, huh? Oh, he did that too, huh? Like, just be quiet, Just be quiet. Let's go ahead, y'all. Let's get into this. Cause girl, y'all some haters. Can y'all hear it? Hold up. Is they playing music in the background? I can't have them playing music in the background. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna mute it. Hold up. Okay, listen. Either way, this Reginae and her cute little boyfriend who on YouTube, right? I forgot his name already, y'all. I forgot his name already, y'all. What's his name? Say it in the comments for me, because I forgot already, girl. I had talked about him not too long ago. But he got her a promise ring. And I guess people have some negative things to say about that, like, "Oh, girl, a promise ring." And so this is what Reginae said in response: "Y'all old ass mad at y'all old ass is mad at my promise ring, but been in a 10-year relationships with a bunch of broken promises. Get you somebody to take care of your time, not wasted, aunties." Okay, listen, I don't know which auntie she talking about, but it wasn't me. Yes, Armand. That's his name, Armand. Thank you. Um, I just kind of feel like y'all just like hating on people. Like, this is so cute to me. She's too young to get married, if you ask me. So I think a little promise ring to say that they're gonna be in a monogamous relationship with each other for right now, I think that's cute if that's what she wants to do. I think that's cute if that's what he wants to do. I think it's a beautiful ring. I think it was a beautiful gesture. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, Reginae is a rich, young, beautiful socialite at this point. Okay? Like, having famous, best rapper alive, hip hop daddy means that her life is never gonna have to be anything she doesn't want it to be. So, a cute little promise ring from a man that she seems to be obviously smitten with, I think that's so cute and amazing for her. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, what does everybody want? What do you motherfuckers want for the young girl to do? What would you like for her to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, is she supposed to rush into marriage, or is she not supposed to accept the ring? Which one? Which one you want her to do? Okay. I don't get why people hate her so much. Jealousy. Can't say she ain't a Nola baby with that roast. Child, what roast? I love that he gave her a promise. I love it too. I think it's cute. Yeah, I'll take your promise promise ring. Shout out to Tiffany. Listen, I'm glad she upgraded. Hold up. I'm glad she upgraded from that rapper she was dating. Aren't we all? He's in jail. She had to upgrade from him. Better than old boy in jail. Okay, I think he is a very nice looking young man. He's making his own money. Of course, their relationship can always be seen as something being used for clout, but then that would negate the fact that she is very attractive and beautiful. And at the end of the day, I'm sure that he probably feels the same way about the women that he engages in relationships with. So I think this is cute for her. I think this is so cute for her. And I wish that people would stop being haters. Because that's what I think it is. I think people be hating, girl. That's you can't convince me nothing different. Because that's how I think. I think y'all be hating on people. Damn, Lori Harvey wrong. Reginae wrong. Keke Palmer wrong. Seems like y'all mad at happy, loved black girls. That's how I be feeling. That's how I feel. A lot of the time I feel like this just comes from people really not liking to see black women live out their dreams, whatever that looks like for them. Living in luxury, living in comfort, not having to go through struggle love, getting up and leaving these niggas whenever they see fit instead of staying in relationships that no longer serve them just so that they can keep up with, false pretense or keep up with the way you motherfuckers try to read people online if they don't stay in a relationship as long as you wanted them to. Like, it's just way too much input on social media for other people's relationships as far as I'm concerned. And I know that may sound funny coming from somebody that is a vlogger and talks about these things, but honestly, I do this for social commentary. If it wasn't you, it'd be somebody else, and I would still be me talking about it. So there's that. And also, y'all know me. I'm not one of those people that run up on people's Instagrams and tell them how I feel about their life. I ain't got time for all of that. Bitch, they come to see me. And they might come to see me talk about you, but essentially, they came to see me. Okay? So I really, you know what I'm saying? I feel, usually I feel really no ease about what the young girls do. But I like Reginae, and I think that she's living her life the way she should, as she wants to. And people should leave her alone. That's how I feel. All right, so we're about to get into one of my favorite moments of the week, which was Amber Rose getting in someone's ass. Okay, I have not really liked Amber Rose that much over the years, and I feel like it's because she didn't really offer much except for her beauty and her body. And I felt like her slut walk was slightly misguided. And I felt like it was misguided. And now that I'm older, I realize why I felt that way. Because as I've gotten older, I've become more sexually liberated. And when I say sexually liberated, what I mean is I don't judge women now that I am older for doing whatever it is they feel like they needed to do for themselves. Whatever that looks like. I don't hate on the girls, okay? I feel like some women, some women have easier lives. Some women have lives that, being out here sexually in a certain way wasn't conducive to my childhood like that. I had to protect myself. But for other women, they may have had a different situation that put them in a way that forced their sexuality to be a transactional situation for them. And because of that, people are allowed to live out their lives, I feel like, however they see fit. And that, if that's openly calling yourself a slut and taking that term and, changing it for you, then do that. You know what I'm saying? Because essentially, I feel like as a woman, I think it is utterly ridiculous to devalue a woman because of how much sex she's had. I think that's ridiculous. How many partners she's had. It's none of your fucking business. I think as long as you are not that's nothing for you to worry about if you are not sexually engaging with that person. If you are not sexually engaging with that person, then you should have no opinion on who and which adults they decide or how many adults they decide to have relationships with, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? And it's because you don't know what people have gone through to get them to the place that they are in order for them to be using their sex in such a way. It doesn't negate the fact that when people overuse their sex or when they are freely giving themselves to any and everybody, that negative things can happen, and it's usually a trauma response. Yes, all of that. But even more so to have less of a ew hoe mentality, and we still use these words because we live in this society, but essentially I big up the hoes. Until they figure out that they want something else, I big up the space that they in. And I always give the same advice. Do what you want to do with your coochie, but please, please, please carry it like it's valuable, because it is. Meaning, don't just be having anybody swimming in your shit. Don't give yourself just no anybody. Be choosy. Be a choosy lover out this bitch. Okay? And so for me, I've always felt like do what you want to do, but be choosy. So that's always been my messaging. So I did not hear that in her messaging. It was just, oh, I'm a slut. There's nothing wrong with that. Big up everybody being sluts. And I was still in a mindset at that time, like, no, I'm not promoting that. Like, no. But really, I think what it means is there's no such thing as a woman having less value because of how much sex she's had. There's no such thing. Especially if women take care of themselves. A woman could have ran her pussy through the washing machine and dryer. And as long as you have not seen it on her, like meaning she isn't looking like life has beat her ass, you would never know. And it would still be none of your business either way. Definitely not something that you can use to harm her. And the reason why I don't like it is because people use women's sexuality to judge them in spaces that they absolutely should not. I.e. the Meg Thee Stallion situation. Tory Lanez shoot her, and now everybody's saying not everybody, but I've seen comments about how Meg should have kept her legs closed. As if not fucking somebody would ensure that she wouldn't get shot. When I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. I believe whether she slept with him or not, if they were friends and he was upset because she said something about his music, you know what I'm saying? He might have still had the same response. Did he sleep with August Alsina? Did he sleep with Prince? There are a whole bunch of people who Tory Lanez has assaulted and he has not slept with them. So the fact that Meg Thee Stallion had sex with him is of no consequence. It really doesn't matter. Because fucking him shouldn't have ensured her getting shot, basically. So now that I'm an adult and I'm a grown woman, I absolutely am up for taking the shame out of sex and taking the shame out of being a woman who likes sex. However that looks, I feel like the shame should be taken out of that. Because at the end of the day, this is fucking life. This is life. And most of us are fucking. Okay? Let me see what you say, Raw. Sexual empowerment is more than just having sex with whomever you want. It's about advocating for yourself, protection and self-care, knowing your worth and making choices for yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay? I agree. And so let's hear what Amber had to say. No, don't try to make it make sense. Shut up. Don't try to make it make sense, man. Shut up. Okay, was it muted? Was it muted? Y'all didn't hear it? Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. Sound missing. Okay, hold up. I'm trying to see why. Okay, wait a minute.
Why is it disgusting? Because you're a hater.
Y'all can hear it now, right?
Haters that women make money and go get booked for $2,000 because they're fucking pretty.
No.
Don't hate the bitch, hate the consumer.
That part. That part. Okay, so y'all can hear. Okay, so I realized, like, even if I am sharing my screen, y'all still can't hear it unless it's bouncing off my mic, and then I have to make sure the echo cancellation is off, and that comes on automatically. Excuse me, but I ain't have y'all waiting for a long time, okay? Because now I can see my comments. All right. So before we continue on into this conversation, these niggas, this day podcast, right? These niggas got women in the background looking like fucking strippers. Okay? Now, I don't know if Amber brought those women with her, but something tells me either way, all three of you niggas patronize strip clubs, right? So you enjoy. You are the consumer. So why is it that you want to be screaming and hollering about how, black women should be protecting themselves and they shouldn't be whores because that isn't them protecting themselves when you are the consumer, nigga?
Observatory.
Yeah. But you're observing a bitch making money because she's pretty and twerking.
Wait, hold on.
Let the bitch twerk and make her fucking money.
Check this out. Look.
Am I tripping?
Check this out.
Where's the bitch
what about when you did that? What about the girl when she did that, right?
So
and got the 2,000, right? For 3 months, right?
So?
But then she was gonna get 10 million from this company, but then seen her do that shit and said, nah, it's over.
Why is that your business? Why?
First of all, that is such bullshit. This is Drink Champs. Okay. Yeah. So Drink Champs, is that girl, listen. Let me tell y'all something. This is such bullshit to me. This what if shit. What are you talking about? Is this the idea that a woman who decides to use her sexuality to get money, okay, so you are shorting yourself because if you would have married a man, he'd take better care of you and now you just getting this little chump change? Is that the idea? Let me tell you something. I'm a firm believer in playing chess, not checkers. So yeah. But that same argument can be made for drug dealers. Are you going to have this same conversation with the drug dealers? Or y'all going to keep promoting music that promotes selling drugs? Because I feel like stripping is the same thing as selling drugs on some level. Not all the way, because I think selling drugs harms the community. Shaking ass in people's faces doesn't harm the community. I don't care what anybody's saying. The things that happen in those environments might harm the community, but in itself, it does not harm the community. Okay, hold up. Okay. So it's very weird to me when niggas who patronize these places have this type of mentality about it. But I also feel how Amber feels. Why do you care about what a woman is doing with her body as it pertains to how she makes her money? Why do you care? Why do you care about that? Y'all don't care about protecting black women any other time. Meg said she got shot and y'all didn't care. Y'all didn't care. When Meg said she got shot, all y'all cared about was who she slept with. Y'all don't care about, so you only care about protecting black women when you can police who they have sex with and how they handle their sex. Is that what I'm to believe?
Is that your business? Stay out of women's business.
That's hurting. No.
Hurting who?
Herself.
It ain't you. Mind your business.
It's hurting herself, though.
But
You get it?
stop policing women's bodies.
No, think about that.
Stop.
It would. So,
Listen
look,
to me.
It's not about no body.
No.
It's not about policing.
It is about policing bodies, and that's what you don't understand. It is about policing bodies. The fact that you think your opinion should dictate what somebody else does with their body is you thinking you should be able to police what is acceptable for somebody else. And that's what y'all don't seem to understand. A lot of these people with puritanical mindsets, you don't understand that you do not get to set the standard for other people. You only get to set a standard for yourself. That's it.
Body.
Policing
You go in
women's
these times,
bodies,
that
and she
I don't
wants to
know all of them.
twerk
So
and
look,
make $2,000.
So would you not? What if you giving her advice? What if you know she can make 10 million? She about to, right?
Ain't no she, man.
No, look.
Oh, you so offended.
I got a question. If you knew a woman was gonna make 10 million 3 months from then, if she
Who the fuck
did
knows
this,
that? Who knows the future? A fortune teller?
Women
But
just-
why?
Exactly.
Why is it disgusting? Because you're...
And it's so funny. Like, I really would like to hear this whole clip because I feel like low key, as y'all sit here with the strippers behind y'all, what the fuck are you talking about? You gonna shame the women and have the strippers sitting in the background? I'm happy to say that Murder Mook has not used any derogatory labels towards women since this day. One man at a time. Keep fighting the good fight, ladies. Okay, listen. Like, the fact that a woman has to even argue with y'all about this shit at this point. Don't hate the bitch, hate the consumer. Yes. Best quote of all of 2022. I love that she said that. Because essentially, I've been saying that from the beginning. How do you blame women for learning how to capitalize off of men's debauchery? Like, I don't understand. Y'all feel like y'all should be able to do whatever y'all want to do with women. And when women start to capitalize off of your greedy, oversexed minds, you motherfuckers get mad. But it's really because a lot of y'all don't like the fact that y'all can be sexually manipulated by women. You don't like that. You don't like that women have that power over you because you don't like women. When it really boils down to it, a lot of you niggas do not like women, but you are sexually pulled by them, and that upsets you. And I think that that's some work that a lot of y'all need to do on yourselves. Y'all really don't realize how you make women your adversary in this society by the way you treat them and the way you speak of them and the way you handle them. You make women an adversary, and that's on you. Because women are in this society trying to figure out how to capture some fucking man, because that's what society teaches us to do. And then when women start choosing themselves instead of worrying about you niggas, y'all have been talking about bros before hoes and chasing a bag instead of chasing a woman. That is all of the male mantras. Whenever women get to that same mindset about themselves, choosing themselves, doing what's good for themselves, everybody wants to get upset. So instead of me allowing you to traffic me, I go and make my money how I want to make my money. And now all of a sudden it's the same thing as when somebody was selling me. It's the same thing because I'm selling myself. It's not the same. It's not the same. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Her right to choose when, where, how, who, if is the whole point of all of this shit. On God. Okay? So with that, let's move on. Y'all, let's take a listen.
This may be the wildest story in the history of college basketball. Former Coppin State basketball player Ivan Williams filed a lawsuit accusing assistant coach Lucien Brownlee of catfishing him and coercing him into sending intimate photos and text. Allegedly, Brownlee had approached Williams online disguising himself as a woman, pretending to be romantically interested in Williams. Williams sent explicit photos and videos of himself for years with no clue that those images were going to his assistant coach. Brownlee eventually approached Williams saying that he was also being catfished by the woman and that she was blackmailing them into reporting a sexual encounter with each other. Williams agreed to it out of fear that his intimate pictures would get leaked and he would lose his scholarship. He also wanted to protect his assistant coach in the process. After the request was met, Williams stopped responding to the woman, aka assistant coach Brownlee, and Brownlee became so upset that he leaked all the pictures as well as the videotaping. Williams apparently went to his head coach, Juwan Dixon, husband of Real Housewives of Potomac star Robin Dixon.
Not Juwan. The U is silent, honey.
Who basically did nothing for Williams and made him show up to practice the day after everything leaked like nothing happened. On top of that, Williams lost his scholarship because of the incident. For more updates on this story, follow Bailey Jackson Sports.
Okay, so I've already talked about this. And I think the only part, yes, this is Juan. This is Juan, you guys. And I think the only part that I was missing about this was the teacher who was catfishing, pretending that he was also being catfished in order to have sex with the student. That's the part that I was missing from this story. I feel like that just recently was put out. I thought that I had another TikToker talking about the situation, but yeah, that was basically the part that I missed with the Coppin State situation. Let me see. I wanna see if I can find that other one. I want to see if I can find that other one. Let's see. Coppin State. See if I can find it. Where's the hashtags? Do I have to put in hashtag, bitch? Really? There we go. Let's see if it comes up. I was trying to see if it came up because there was like another TikToker that talked about that portion. But yeah, that was the part that I was missing. Child, why is it one of the first things? It is, look, one of the first things is Robin. Y'all know I don't follow Robin. Y'all know I don't like her. I don't follow her. Okay, hold up. I was trying to see if I can find it. But because I thought I had saved the other one too. But either way, that's basically what the situation is. Brownlee, the teacher, is the one, who Juan hired. We talked about that. Juan hired the guy who did this. I just didn't hear that portion about him lying and saying that he...
This may be the
Hold on, let me see. Okay. Brownlee persuaded Williams to send photos and sexual text messages during their online conversations in order to keep her interested in their relationship. Although Williams expected the relationship to progress, it devolved into something sinister when the catfisher threatened to release the explicit material if he did not send more sexual images. Williams gave in to the demands because he was afraid of losing his scholarship. Williams continued to respond to the person messaging him in a futile attempt to appease his tormentor. According to The Root, and his head basketball coach Juan Dixon was named in a complaint for failing to take action. He is known as Robin Dixon's husband, whereas Juan reportedly forced Williams to attend practice the following day after learning about the blackmailing. Coppin State was also accused of failing to support Williams by questioning him extensively about the situation and blaming him for bringing bad publicity to the school by withdrawing his financial aid and housing. So that's even missing in this part of the situation. But the coach, Brownlee, he lied. He lied to Williams and said that he was also being blackmailed by this person, and that they had to have sex and send video in order for them both not to be outed. And so I believe that they did do that. If I'm not wrong about that, y'all, let me Google it. Let me Google it, because I wanna make sure I'm right about that. Hold up. Coppin State scandal, because that's probably what it's called. Okay, let's see. Let's find the most recent one. 3 days ago, 1 month, 5 days. Let's do 3 days. Okay. Let's see. According to the Baltimore Brew, Lucian Brownlee, a former guard who also served as director of player development and director of basketball operations, catfish player Ivan Williams online in a series of messages. Williams believed that he had been speaking with a woman who had romantic interest in him, convincing him to send photos and racy texts to keep her attention. Although the interaction started off as a romantic connection, the The communication from Williams' online interests eventually became toxic as they threatened to release the material if he didn't send more salacious material. Out of fear of losing his scholarship, the player continued to oblige the request. Let's see. It's still not a part of this story either. It's not a part of this story either, y'all. That's the funny part. Like, I'm seeing that it's really not a part of it, that he was sleeping with that student as well. He wasn't just getting the, like, he was blackmailing the student. Brownlee. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find it anywhere. Forced. Okay. Williams alleges that he was then blackmailed and ultimately forced to give oral sex to Brownlee. Okay, so that's the part. So apparently, but they're none of them are writing about it the way the TikToker was, which is funny to me. Let's see if the Griot got it. Okay, yeah, okay. Here it is. The complaint details how the blackmailer ordered the two men to have sex, which Williams initially refused. But once the fall semester began, Williams complied with the blackmailer, demanded that he record and send a video of plaintiff and Lucian Brownlee engaging in oral sex, according to the lawsuit. Coppin's head coach, Juan Dixon, of course, also being named. So yeah, so he forced the boy to have oral sex with him, under the guise that it was the blackmailer making them do it, but it was really him the entire time. And then when he said something about it, they took away his financial aid. Yeah, I really hope they get everybody involved, including Juan. The back and forth between William and the blackmailer allegedly continued through March of 2020 until it apparently became clear by way of information and belief that Brownlee, who is now a coach, is the blackmailer. So he wasn't even a coach at the time, and they still moved him up. Wow. CSU reportedly has an anti-sexual harassment policy, but took no action to remedy the situation with Williams, according to the lawsuit. Our strong belief is that Lucian was the catfisher himself. Epstein believes the school should not have hired Brownlee because of his past issues with mental illness, about which the university supposedly was aware. The coach should have known better than to put this person in a position of seniority. Brownlee is reportedly no longer an employee of the university. Williams ultimately finished his last semester at CSU remotely before he transferred to another university to complete his degree requirements. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is just ridiculous.
This might be the wild.
Okay, hold up, y'all. Somebody saying to look at my mentions. Okay, I'll look at my mentions. Give me 1 second. But yeah. I mean, I feel like, did I not mention this the first time we talked about it? Because I feel like I thought I did, but I guess maybe not. But either way, girl, it's a fucking mess. And I'm wondering what's going to happen with Juan. What's going to happen with Juan? Something needs to happen with Juan. Let me see. What about my mentions? What about them? I don't see anything. What am I supposed to be looking at? I'm supposed to be looking at, girl, because I don't really see nothing. I don't really see nothing at all. What is this? I absolutely get why Juan is so close to Michael. Ooh, doesn't it make sense? Isn't it starting to make sense? Okay, I don't know. What? I'm so glad Juan Dixon isn't here. Y'all are so funny. Okay, so I looked at my mentions. I don't see anything that I'm supposed to be seeing except for some girl singing that I already follow. I don't know, you guys. But yes. What else do I want to talk to y'all about? But yeah, I hope something happens to Juan. Because I think something needs to happen. Like, you were told, you did nothing. You shouldn't still have that job. I'm sorry. But if those kids can't trust you, you shouldn't still have that job. That's just how I feel about it. Let's see. Tamar, come on, Tamar. Fine. I didn't even really want to talk about this, but let's go ahead and talk about Tamar.
Miss Kandi Burruss says honey, former executive producer of Real Housewives
Y'all can hear that?
star Carlos King is a thief. Oh my God, Tamar, did you hear that?
Child, you know I heard that.
Oh my God. Now it seems, honey, that the streets were talking about Kandi and Carlos, honey, not being cool anymore, and here's why.
He is the one who stole my group's life story and sold it to TV One. When you're a public figure, they can do unauthorized stories about you. Never once, all them years we have been around each other, he had never once told me that he was trying to do a movie about us. And to go behind my back, I was like, I can't with him ever again.
Messy boo.
Amen. But I just find it odd that you can steal the rights of the lives of people that are still alive. We saw recently with the Mike Tyson joint on Hulu, which is great, by the way. I hate that he doesn't support it, but you got to do things right when these people are alive and you telling their story.
Which is why I don't agree with her calling him a thief. You know what I mean? I think that's a little, like...
Miss Kandi Burruss says honey,
Okay. Thread. It really was a scheme Todd set up. Apparently, Kandi still felt a way about Tamar's comments regarding producer Carlos King allegedly stealing Escape's life story. The word is they initially got into it real bad at the December 10th joint concert. And following that altercation, Tamar has accused Kandi of trying to stop her bag by allegedly trying to get her removed from shows. Things got even worse tonight when Kandi's husband Todd decided to confront Tamar himself while Escape was performing on stage. Messy. Okay? And yeah, that's what they said. I don't know what threaten mean, you know what I'm saying? This is what Tamar said. Hold up, let me pull it up. I was threatened by a peach and they man. I got a story. Y'all want to hear about it? But because they don't want y'all to know how fucked up they are as people and city officials, they ain't said shit. I was threatened by a peach and a man. It's funny to me that no one said anything. Maybe because they don't want you to know who they really are. It's beef and it's beef and it's a real beef. Because your husband stepped to me. Period. Merry Christmas. And I just kind of feel like either you gonna say some shit or you not gonna say some shit. But don't get up on here with all of the fucking innuendo. I can't stand when y'all do that shit. You acting like you big and tough. Say it. Tamar must have said something extremely shady that pissed Kandi off. She is doing the most for nothing. In a way, I feel like Tamar doesn't want to be on reality TV, but keep doing stuff for reality TV. This definitely feels like a for reality TV moment. I thought she had grown. I believe it's definitely more to that story. Oh, okay. About wine and definitely more involved. Did a good job at playing dumb about the situation, about almost being a similar situation. I'm sure more people are involved. I agree. She probably was threatened by a lawsuit. She made it sound like it was violent. Right. She should have minded her business. I agree. I totally agree. Because it's like, how you gonna sit up there and say you don't think he stole it? Like, how about you just not say anything, but you had to come to his defense, right? Oh, y'all so lame out here. I feel like I had already talked about Master P, but let's go ahead and talk about Master P, girl. Okay, so I feel like because people been asking me about it in real life, and I feel like I've talked about it. But maybe I have not talked about it with y'all, okay? So basically how this all happened. Master P posted about Twitch passing away and in mental health. And Lil Romeo responded because he felt like, how dare you speak about a stranger's mental health, but when it came to your own daughter, you weren't really there for her, okay? Because y'all know recently one of Master P's daughters committed suicide, okay? So Lil Romeo, I think, probably had quite the response to his sister's passing, even though we were not abreast of it. But obviously, he was bothered in order to publicly come at his dad, okay? Master P then responds, this new generation of kids need to stop blaming their parents for everything. How do they think they got to where they are without their parents making sacrifices for them? Mental illness is real, and so many families are tragically affected by it, especially when there is added trauma like death of a loved one, okay? Social media is not the place for healing. Son, I love you. Stop trying to get people to feel sorry for you, and let's come up with a solution. You can come talk to your father and your family like a man. You have kids too. No family is perfect, but together with God, we can heal and get through this. So my thing is, how are you going to reprimand him for coming to social media and then you did the exact same thing? And then you did it in such a way that's so full of shit to me. Like this whole, I love you, stop trying to make people feel sorry for you. Stop trying to make people feel sorry for you. Wow. They're going to be on hip hop. They're going to be on Growing Up Hip Hop this season. I told y'all the last time they were on the show that I felt like Romeo was like walking around like a fucking toddler next to Master P in his hips. And I was wondering when he was going to man up and come from out under his father's shadow. And it seems like he has. Okay. I just want to say though, Master P, you know, you older generation need to learn how to take accountability. Because if your child is saying they've been hurt by you publicly, it's probably because you weren't listening to them in private. But if social media is not the place, then you need not get your ass on social media to respond to your son. That's how I feel. Romeo then went on to say, this was my last straw, Pop. Stop trying to play the victim. I love you so much that I followed you blindly for 30 plus years. You know, we've talked behind closed doors. You aren't the man who you paint to be. And why is it war? Because I refuse to follow your lead. You only want to protect your image, but the image isn't even real. And I don't need anyone to feel sorry for me, Pops. I'm truly a man of God. If you are really a man of God, then you will prevail in the end, even when I share my truth. I've tried to keep things in house. You are addicted to social media and unfortunately use this app as therapy. 3K plus post. And when the world find out about the finances, outside of a gift or a car, I've never been paid for anything I've accomplished as Lil Romeo. Uncle C and Silk know. You only pay outsiders rightfully so. They'll speak rightfully so they'll speak good on your name. I'm at peace because I can now speak my truth and help others. Mom was always right. Your pride is everything. And y'all, if you remember, like Master P used Romeo against his mother when they were going through the divorce, hiding money, using Romeo, which that was when I first felt like, you know, that P was fucked up. How could you do that to your son? You know, like put him against his mom like that, using your kids against the others, you know, your spouse. That shit is so fucked up to me. I've always felt like Master P was fake and phony. I also don't think that you pushing your sugary cereal on the kids means you're doing something for the community. Nigga, open up a grocery store in the fucking 9th ward, okay? 7th ward. 10. Do something. Do something. Don't just sell people products all across the country and then act like you done did something for the community. You know, the last time you came out and did something for the community, it was to shame black people into going back to Rouse's after one of the CEOs, the brother of the main CEO at Rouse, was down there at the Capitol on January 6th, and all of the black people in New Orleans found out and stopped going to Rouse's, myself included, and then you got your thick ass on the fucking news to shame us about it? Nah. I went back to Rouse's eventually, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's the closest grocery store, and it is my favorite grocery store. It's also managed by black people. You can only do so much, okay? If there's a black grocery store in my vicinity that ain't gonna take me 45 minutes to get there and back, then we can have a conversation. But until then, these terrible white people are gonna get my money because it's the only grocery store in the area that has the kombucha and the shrimp and everything I need all in one stop. Did I want to go back? No, but I wasn't going back to Walmart. Target doesn't have everything, and I'm not going all the way to Kenner to go to Whole Foods. I mean to Metairie. I'm not going all the way to Metairie to go to Whole Foods. I'm not going all the way on Magazine to go to Whole Foods. No, I'm not. So yeah, went back to Rouse's. Hated it, but damn sure didn't need to be guilted into it. That made me feel like fuck y'all even more. I might have waited a few more months before I went back after that shit. Okay? But it's been a lot of things that, you know, P has done to fuck over Lil Romeo. And so then this.
Today a sad day because I got to get out of character and put this on the internet, which I don't want to do. But I try to call my son. People say, why you call? I did. He don't call back. It's been months. So my question is to Romeo. Like, if you've been in the business for long as you've been in, and you're a 30-something-year-old man, and if you've been around me, watching me hustle and do my thing, why you not where you want to be at? Because that means you're not listening. That means you want to do your own thing. You done brought your own circle of people, but you can't get mad at me because I really thought this was about, the only reason I entertained this on social media, I thought it was about the DJ Twitch post I put up, and I thought it was about my daughter's death. I thought you was grieving. Mental illness is real. But I want to tell all the people out there that just don't understand how bad my heart hurt. Romeo lost a sister, but I lost today a sad day with daughter. And for any parent that's going through this, because I know that it brings people closer together.
Who's holding the camera, P? Who's holding the camera?
Or it tear them apart. But I come from nothing, y'all. And I could go back. I'm cool with it. I won't be angry at God. I won't be upset. I won't go get...
Stop fucking lying.
Mad and be disrespectful to my parents and none of that stuff. I just said, Dad, thank you for putting me in this world. Now I can get out and hustle and go do my thing. But that's the problem. When you take kids and you kind of like protect them from the real struggle and the pain.
Not with the Bible verse on your chest. First of all, I'm not even about to go through all this with you, boy. Fuck you. You know why it's fuck you? Because you can't talk about the position you put that boy in when you stole from him. You stole from him. You didn't give him his money. You didn't give him what he worked for. And now you want to sit up there and act like that's your right to be able to take things from him that he earned? You may have given him the opportunity, but it's supposed to be an opportunity to make money. You can't give somebody an opportunity to make money and then don't give them the money and tell them that you gave them the opportunity to make money. Boy, go to hell. And Coach Stormy, you in these fucking comments, you go to hell too. Sitting up here trying to feel better about the fact that you dog your kids out too. I see her.
Don't allow them to deal with their own consequences. And then when they grow older, you never gave me nothing. At 30-something, man, people could go back and look, you've been shining for a long time, son. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call me or come to the house and holler at me. The saddest thing about this is what the people want to see. They want to see destruction. So if you destroy me, what are you going to do for the rest of the family? Are you going to take care? You told me on the post that you put up, you go take care of people's daughter. And for any parent in the community, that's what you're supposed to do when you come from that. You go help people. I'm just not helping ungrateful people. I'm not an ATM machine. People can't just say they love me when I give them something. I'm tired of that, y'all. And any other parents, you could be rich or poor at a smaller level. You might give your kid $10, but if that's all you got, I've always fell off, got back up, hustled, did my thing.
So you want him to take what you have done to him because he's supposed to hustle? Okay.
I'm tired of all these blog sites and all this stuff, poking and having fun. Y'all can. But I'm about to go back to work and do what I got to do. I love my family. My door is always open for my son. To be honest, do this in love, but let's do this in peace. Because this is what the system wants.
Because this is what the system wants. Boy, bye. I'm done. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I'm about to put some of y'all comments up on the screen. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Our parents do not like to take accountability for our children's traumas. They be in so much denial. I even thought they own rap snacks. They do not. They do not. Funny. We all know he ain't taking care of the family. Come on now. When you got into it with Monica because Monica wanted to help C Murder get out of jail, wanted to help Corey get out. Like what? Don't make no damn sense. My stream quality has lowered. Is that true? That's the problem. He always picked up the phone and called on you. You put him in a position, yeah, but you probably didn't show him how to really get it. And that's another thing, making them children codependent on you and then turning around and blaming them for the codependency. Like, you made these kids codependent. You know what I'm saying? Child, who in here disliking my video? Who in here disliking my video? Why are you here? That don't even make no sense. What else is going on? Do I even feel like getting into this issue? No, I don't. I don't care. I don't care about that. Let me see. What else is going on? Trey Songz turned himself into police. Trey Songz turned himself into police, y'all. Apparently, he out here hitting people. Child, listen. If Trey ain't gonna do nothing, he gonna put them paws on you. Put them paws on you. Okay? For no reason. For no reason at all, child. Let me see what they said. According to TMZ, Trey Songz was charged in November for punching a woman and a man at a bowling alley in New York back in October. When the story first broke, he only allegedly punched the woman while inside the bathroom. And the woman, and the woman reportedly had to go to the hospital for her injuries. A man is now claiming Trey punched him also, but he refused medical treatment. What bathroom were y'all in when he punched the woman in the bathroom? What is going on? How do you punch a woman in the bathroom and only get charged for punching a woman? You were in the bathroom. Anyway, child, Trey turned himself into a NYPD station a few weeks later. He was given a desk appearance ticket for assault and released right after. It is unclear what sparked the alleged beatdown, but Trey's lawyer Mitch Schuster says they will fight the case and he will eventually be cleared of all wrongdoing. Will he? Will he, Mitch? We have been proactively communicating with New York law enforcement, the DA, and all those involved, while we will respectfully and proactively work through. Child, listen. Just add it to the list. Add it to the list. Okay? What else is going on? Let's talk about partisan fontaine right quick. So I'm going to just go ahead and say that I really didn't feel like he did enough during the Meg Thee Stallion situation, like during all of this backlash and shit that people have done to her. I feel like he hasn't been there for her the way I feel like he should have been there for her. I'm going to just say it. And I think I understand because he is in the music industry. If he was in a different field, I think that he probably would have stood a little bit stronger for her. And they're just in a relationship. They just boyfriend and girlfriend. So he doesn't even have to do all of that if he doesn't want to. But to have Tamika Mowry and them, patting him on the fucking back for writing a message about, what Meg has gone through. It's like, I found a lot of people's responses to the Tory Lanez verdict very peculiar. I feel like I wanted people to uplift Megan instead of uplifting Tory. I wanted people to discuss how the media told this story wrong. I wanted people to talk about the misogyny, the misogynoir that took place during this trial and in the comment sections of every fucking blog that they talked about this on. But the idea that after all of that, and white girls, a lot of the time being the only ones that were actually paying attention to what the fuck was going on. Hilarity. But at the end of it all, Partisan comes out and puts this statement out. And everybody, he's such a good dude. And, all of that shit. The Tamika Mowry post, you know what I'm saying? Praising him for doing what he was supposed to do. And I just kind of feel like I wish that he would have stood stronger for her before, not after. I wish he would have stood stronger, said shit before. I wish he would have been, you know what I'm saying? Like just a little bit more vocal for her. And I also wish that people didn't feel the need to pat him on the back for just this. Is it me? Or is Trey not attractive? No, he's not. He's really not. His insides are starting to show on the outside. You feel that way too? I feel like that. Nah, if you swimming in my lake, you finna stand up for me. Okay? I still do not trust Party. He is too quiet anytime a rapper come at Meg but wants to push the rock for liking Meg. Hilarious. Child, the rock would have been out here beating up everybody. But Tamika been a little male identified. Agreed. She absolutely has. I'm really tired of the male identified shit. And I'm tired of y'all acting like y'all don't see that y'all only really go up for men the way y'all do. Megan Cuniff needs a Pulitzer. She really does, for her unbiased coverage of the trial. Absolutely, one of the only people you could trust during the trial. Pardon only commented because it was safe to do so, not because he wanted to support Meg. And that right there is the word. Thank you, DeQuasia. Because that right there is how I feel. You only did it when it was safe. But you were missing in action when they was tearing her ass up every other day that court case was going on. When I tell you, I'm having a hard time really understanding it. But at the end of the day, I wish more people had stood up for Meg before the verdict. I wish more people had shown Meg love to to just drown out all of the haters and all of the weird motherfuckers that were speaking against her, calling her a liar and all of that shit. And I think that it's so weird to me when people want to bring up that she was a liar. And it's like, Tory Lanez lied as well. Is that not a reason to not believe him? Why do you think there's so many people commenting that he's innocent? Why do you think he's innocent? Why? Why do you think that? Oh, because they said Kelsey shot the gun too. Yeah, they also said, the same person that said Kelsey shot the gun also said that Tory shot the gun 4 or 5 times. They also said that they jumped Megan. Do you now see Megan as the victim that she is? Or are you still holding on to Tory Lanez is innocent? Why? I really wish I could understand why. And they were tearing her up, which was foul as hell. They really were. Exactly. I want better for Meg. She deserves so much more. If I didn't follow Meg on Egg, I would have thought they broke up. The silence is really loud. Facts. Child, let me go ahead and move on. That's all I got to say about it. I can't wait until January 27 when we find out what the time gonna be. It's probably not gonna be a lot. I'm not expecting it to be a lot. I'm just glad that there was a guilty verdict, because at least the law got it right, because most of you motherfuckers online have gotten it wrong as far as I'm concerned. Child, some of the theories that y'all were throwing out there, I just was like, how is that conducive to what we have known about Tory Lanez being violent? Everybody that keeps saying he's innocent, can they tell me why he apologized then? Because to me, that was the biggest fact when it came to evidence, was him texting apologies and calling from jail and apologizing. What's everybody's response to that? I felt like people would have only supported Megan if her injuries were life-threatening or close to death, because nowadays death and misinformation are the highest trafficking views on social media. True. I think he's going to get deported, though. I hope so. These theories are crazy. Child, the theory that he was trying to protect Meg by shooting the gun in the air. Who said he shot the gun in the air? They said he was shooting the gun wildly. Nobody said anything about shooting it in the air. But they took that and ran with it. Like that was a real narrative. I'm like, Tory has like several assault charges at this point. He's obviously someone that, allows for his ego to be easily bruised. And then he acts out in violence. This is no different. But somehow in this situation where he is obviously the perpetrator, y'all want to try to find all of the ways that y'all can shimmy him out of being the wrong party about him being the shooter. Can you tell me why you didn't do this when him and Prince got into the altercation? He went to court for that too. Nobody argued with Prince about what happened. Nobody argued with August Alsina about what happened. And he lied and said he wasn't even at the venue that August Alsina was at, even though we saw him there. This nigga has been known to lie all the time whenever he's gotten, caught putting his hands on somebody. And somehow, some way, y'all want to keep pointing out that Meg lied at the beginning of this trial, as if that excuses all of the other facts that we do know about it, which is that it was his gun, which is that he was the one that shot her. You know how? Kelsey said it. He said it when he said that Kelsey didn't do it. Meg said it. The witness said it. Everybody put that gun in Tory's hands. DJ Academics puts out misinformation, and now y'all want to keep saying his DNA wasn't on the gun. It was inconclusive. That doesn't mean it wasn't on the gun. But somehow you got Moniece and all of these other dickheads talking about how he's innocent. It's a miscarriage of justice. Why don't y'all go find some actual victims to fight for? There are so many black men in jail right now that don't deserve to be there. How about y'all pick one out the bunch and go help one of them? Nah, right? Nah. We gotta have y'all dick riding on a nigga y'all didn't even care about until he shot that girl. Fuck out of here. Anyway, let's press on. Y'all remember we were talking about Mr. and Mrs. LaTruth? And she said he abused her. And I said based off the way he was moving, she was probably telling the truth. And then even more shit came out where, you know, it made her look like she was setting it up to make him look bad. And then at that point I tapped out because I was like, okay, both of y'all are just messy as fuck. It doesn't mean that y'all don't fight each other. It doesn't mean that he doesn't get physical. It doesn't mean he isn't a lying, cheating piece of work like the rest of the Martells of the world. But, you know, it's real messy when you're having fun outing him and provoking him to do more things. Like, then we're starting to get into the women who I feel like enjoy the toxicity. They love it. They like the attention they get from it. They like the fucking and making up. They like the being a victim. Yeah, there are a lot of women that enjoy that. But once again, if men weren't providing the landscaping, they wouldn't be able to. So let's see what they talking about.
You're sick. Get help. You're mad because I exposed your little shrimp last night? You're mad? You the one posted a picture in your underwear. You the one posted a picture in your underwear and all people see is this. And they asking, is it a grower? And it's not. You're mad because I exposed you for who the are? You're mad because you don't have a... You're mad because you have a Vienna sausage? You're mad?
You was married to a Vienna sausage? Let's continue on.
You're mad. Okay. Next. Seriously, you're sick. Get help. You're mad because I exposed your little shrimp last night? You're mad? You the one posted a picture in your underwear. You the one posted a picture. Here's what it is because of me. I don't want to be that. I done tried to submit it to Facebook over and over and over and over, and Facebook keeps denying the shit. So how about y'all reach out to Facebook and ask them to change my goddamn name? I changed my name on everything else. But it won't change here. It will not change here. I guess Facebook want me to stay Miss LaTruth. I guess. I don't want to be Miss LaTruth at all. Believe that. I want to be Brianna. I don't even want to be next to that. Next to that at all. Girl, he don't love his daughter? What are you talking about? He don't love his daughter? Before I got a TPO, how many times that man tried to go see her? Never. Never. He don't want to be a fucking daddy. Y'all forgot? He don't want to be a fucking daddy. He don't want to be no fucking daddy, girl. He don't want to be no fucking daddy. You hear that? He don't want to be no daughter. He don't want to be no daddy. I'm the one keep popping out babies. I'm the one keep popping out babies. It's what it is because of me. I don't want to be that. I done tried to submit it to Facebook over and over and over and over, and Facebook keeps denying the shit. So how about y'all reach out to Facebook and ask them to change my goddamn name? What? Let me say that again so y'all don't say this no more to me about him wanting to be a daddy. He don't want to be a daddy.
He said that?
I don't even want to be no fucking daddy. You the one keep popping out babies. You the one keep popping out babies. I popped out one more baby with you. You got one child with me. I had 3 with one man before you. 3 with one man.
What was going on? There's been a lot.
And then, how many hood? He got me out the hood. Nigga, I been had money. My parents well off. I ain't need you for nothing. In fact,
she lost a lot of weight.
Let me run this back.
She lost a lot of weight. She was a little bit more plump in the face.
Because Paula's about to be evicted, and my daddy had to pay for us to not be evicted. So one more.
Go away from us with all of this, for real.
Let me go and run this right back. One more receipt.
Not only that, she had a baby with a Vienna sausage. The embarrassment of it all. You ain't laying like that, but once I put your hands on somebody, I don't know why she stayed long as she did.
Yeah. You remember when we lived in Woodstock and we almost got evicted, me and Robert?
Yeah.
Then you have to loan us money to pay our rent?
Yep.
Okay. What are you talking about?
She feels so vindicated. Ma'am, I'ma just say that. I'ma just say that and I'ma leave it alone. I'ma just say that and I'ma leave it alone. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. Because you embarrass yourself. Stop doing this. If you don't want to be with a man anymore, if you don't want to fuck with him anymore, if you are over him, bitch, go get some therapy, go get some new dick, and ride off into the sunset, ma'am. But every couple of weeks, every couple of months, coming to us with some bullshit about what y'all done did and what you paid for and what you got and what he got and small dicks and Vienna sausage and that. Girl. So nobody want to hear all that. Nobody want to hear all that. You the one that chose to be with that man in the first place. Now you online screaming to us about it. What you want us to do? What you want us to do? Like, the fuck? That says more about her than him a little bit, in my opinion. I know it's not easy to just leave, but if she's still with him, these videos are not his. I'm trying to understand. She need to get offline with this. That's how I feel. At this point, you embarrassing yourself, sis. Get offline with this. Handle your issues with your husband in private, ma'am. Handle your shit with your husband in private, ma'am. Okay? Y'all doing too much. You're doing too much. Y'all see they said that Corinne Steffens pregnant? Y'all, shout out to Corinne Steffens right quick.
I've been completely naked on a video before, and have girls just really not understand the art and the beauty of being a naked black woman under the sun by a pool. There's a lot of jealousy and a lot of misunderstanding going on about the sexuality, especially of the black woman. I think that, and a lot of times it's been made to seem dirty or hoish, or you can't do this, you can't do that. You know what? Insecure women are very competitive with other women. I am not competitive because in my eyes there is no competition. I believe that every woman should feel that way about herself. And then that way we won't have the tits for tats and the, oh, she's wearing this and the, oh, why is she wearing that. We wouldn't have that if women were confident and secure and knowledgeable. For a woman like as myself, I use my sexuality 100% all the time, every day of the year. That we're shunned or we're made to feel like we're doing something wrong because we use what we have. Basically by the women that don't use it. Or that don't know how to use it, or that wish that they could use it. Today's my birthday.
Okay, so with that being said, I slide over to the comments. Tokyo Vanity has said in the comments, y'all be finding any excuse to justify being a hoe. Never mind if y'all was so proud of what y'all doing, why y'all don't encourage y'all daughters to do it. And I just kind of feel like, first of all, Corinne doesn't have a daughter. She has a son. Yes, she is pregnant. She announced the pregnancy today, actually. Let me refresh. Yes, here it is right here. She announced the pregnancy. For some women like me, these two lines are scary. They conjure feelings of fear and anticipation, anxiety and confusion. Memories of past reproductive and pregnancy traumas rise to the surface. Frantic calls to the doctor, emergency appointments, blood work and ultrasounds, not just to check on the new life developing inside, but the scars, the tumors, the cysts. Appointments about life and death, discussions about the dangers associated with pregnancy and the birth at this age with this trauma. Bed rest is certain and nothing else. Thank you, Chef Kwame Unwachi. Listen, Kwame, thank you for giving our girl a baby. For the most exciting, most terrifying gift. I don't know what comes next, but I know I can't do it without you. I hope everyone enjoys their New Year's Eve plans. I'll be in bed and off social for a bit, praying for a miracle. These nails, though. Yes, the nails are sickening. The nails are sickening. And so here's the thing. Corinne is 44, okay? Corinne is 44 and pregnant with her second child, okay? So I'm looking at Corinne's life, right? Because I want to go back to what Tokyo said. You know, Tokyo's comment, oh, y'all love telling y'all, you know, being proud of being a hoe. And I'm like, Tokyo, like she said, are you ashamed because you can't be that way with your body? And so because you can't be that free with your body, you feel like she shouldn't be able to be that way with her body. Because here's the thing. Let's look at Corinne Steffens' life. As much as people have shamed her for, you know, her sexual exploits, Corinne has a great life. Corinne has a life outside of Superhead because of her intellect, because of how smart she is. She's been able to make a name for herself over and over and over again. Hold up, y'all. The wind started to blow. she has made a name for herself over and over and over again. She's been a best-selling author. She has been financially stable for most of her adult life now, from what I understand about her. And that's not because she's stupid. It's because she's smart. The women who aren't smart that lead with their sexuality, no disrespect, even though we just finished talking about Amber Rose, and all due respect to her, I'm sure she's doing good enough. But when I look at the life and the development that Corinne has, I feel like nothing about Corinne tells me that she's not someone who has had a good life. As many ups and downs as she's had, y'all have called her whores, the abuse that she's been subjected to in her life, much of it when she was very young and in her early years, okay? But her life, in actuality, is a great life, and one that I would dare to say is something to aspire to at 44. At 44, she lives extremely comfortably. She's beautiful. She's well taken care of by herself, and she makes the rules in her life. To me, I don't know what anybody else is trying to do with their lives, but I feel like that's a fantastic life to live. Okay? So when I see people like Tokyo taking what she said about her body and the art and the beauty of being a naked woman, on next to a pool in a music video, understanding the power of that. You don't understand the power of that. You don't. Unless you have been able to look at your naked body and it make you feel good about yourself, like it makes you happy to look at your naked body, unless you have had that moment, you don't know what it is like to be someone that is not shamed or shameful about their body and what they decide to do with it. You might be shameful about moments where people have taken advantage of you. You might have had moments where men made you feel bad about who you were, and that's more about them than it is about you, because they enjoy women like you. They enjoy women that are in control of their sexuality. They love women with beautiful bodies and know that their bodies are beautiful. They love that shit. What they don't like is when those women know that they're beautiful and that if they don't want to be somewhere, they don't have to be there anymore. Corinne is like one of the people I know for a fact. Whenever she is tired of being somewhere, she gets up and walks the fuck away. She has been married several times, several public relationships. She's wrote several books about the way she's been in her relationships. And Corinne is one of those women that if I don't want to be here anymore, I'm going to get up and walk the fuck away and not care anything about it. And honestly, I love her for that. Her life has, as much as it's been wreckage, you know what I'm saying? It's also been the story of somebody that did them to the best of their capabilities and still came out on top. And I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that Corinne has had a really dark childhood, a lot of abuse, her relationship with her mother, like her relationship with a lot of men. Like, Corinne is a flawed human being. Don't misunderstand me. But I also feel like she has been a reflection or a representation of women who are full, just full of understanding of their sexuality and how to use it and how to wield it to get what they need to get, whether that is sleeping with people or just being attractive, beautiful, and flirtatious, sure of herself, confident, in the right room. All of the things that empower her as a person in her business life probably come from her being able to be empowered by her sexuality. And a lot of women don't understand being empowered by your sex. They don't understand what it is to be a woman that knows that they're good in bed, knows that they're beautiful, knows that they're sexy with all of their clothes off, knows that they can command somebody's energy. And when they know they can do that, that translates in other areas of their lives. That's why there are a lot of women that talk about their sexual liberation as empowerment. Because in our society, it is normally not in their hands how their sex is used or how it's seen. It's not normally up to the woman. It's up to the man because of the society we live in. We live in a patriarchy. They decide what our sex should look like. And I think that when women are breaking out of that and doing what they want to do and identifying the way they want to identify, basically painting their own picture of themselves, however that looks, I think that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful. I think it's amazing, even in all of its darkness, even in all of its brokenness. To be a woman and live your life on your own terms and be fully confident in who you are is a fucking blessing. And I would only pray that one day Tokyo knows what that is like the next time she wants to make one of her slut shaming comments. Okay? Like, bitch, has being a virgin really done so much for you? Let us know. Because honestly, you know what a lot of people want to say? A lot of people want to say the only reason that you're a virgin is because of your size. And it's not because you couldn't get a man who wants to fuck you. It's because you felt insecure and you didn't want to show yourself to anyone. You didn't want to open yourself up and be vulnerable like that with anyone until you were absolutely ready. And I always bigged you up about it. But now I can see the place that it comes from. When Corinne said, I mean, you literally are exactly who she's talking about. The women who don't feel confident in their bodies. So when they see women who do wield that power, they're jealous, they don't like it, and they want to shame it because that's what men have told them. It makes you feel superior, right? It makes you feel so much better than those women because you have virtue. Because you've held on to the pussy. Right? I guess. Listen, that's not every big girl. And I want to make sure I say that. You know what I'm saying? On social media, you know, you got to have to make sure you say some shit. Every big girl doesn't feel that way. But I do think that's where it's coming from with Toke. I definitely think it comes from a place of you feeling insecure, therefore not feeling sexy or confident enough to be vulnerable. I mean, fuck, Toke, even the way you carry yourself shows that, you know, you have a lot of insecurities about your body. And listen, it wasn't until I started working out and liking the way my body looked to when I understood what the girls were saying when they would say that. Because real nigga shit, you should only be worrying about your ass. You should only be worrying about your ass. If your ass isn't on the internet, why are you bothered? It's because you're jealous. It's because it bothers you that there's somebody that can do what you wish that you could do. I mean, I'm sorry. But I remember what it was like when I didn't like looking at my body. When I didn't like looking at myself. And I definitely had some of those same mindsets. That it was better that I had always been covered up, right? Because then people didn't disrespect me. When the truth of the matter is, I was a virgin until I was 19 years old and I was called a hoe and fast at a very young age. All because I was smart. So what I learned at a young age is it doesn't matter if I'm really a hoe or not, because you'll call me that anyway. You'll see me that way anyway if you decide to, regardless to if that's what I do or not. So essentially, that whole idea of slut shaming and a woman having less value and you don't want to teach your daughters to be whores. Let me tell you what I would teach my daughter if I had a daughter. If I had a daughter, I would teach my daughter to love herself. I would teach my daughter to look at herself in the mirror and find every beautiful thing she can find about herself until when she looks at herself, it makes her happy to look at herself. Not in a vain way, but in a way that you only have you. You only have you. And if you don't think you're beautiful, you can't expect anybody else to see you as beautiful if you don't see you as beautiful. So you need to sit and look at yourself until you see something you like looking back at, first of all. Okay? And second of all, another thing I would teach my daughter is to be responsible with her body about who she shares it with. But I would also say that whatever you want to do, I feel like when you're an adult, I probably would have raised you to do however you want to do, and that's perfectly fine. Because you'll be someone that has value in herself. So if you are naked on the internet, it's because your body looks amazing and you're proud of it. And you should be. But that doesn't mean everybody gets to touch you. That doesn't mean everybody gets to have you either. I understand that. I'm a fucking woman. So yeah, I probably would give my kids Corinne Steffen's books when they're in their teen years. Yeah, if I had a daughter that was 16 years old, I would absolutely give her Corinne Steffen's book. So she can read it and see how these men treat you. Whether you are the good girl or the bad girl, they're going to find a way to turn you into a hoe to make your mistreatment okay. So protect yourself. But do what you want. And never allow anybody to shame you about how your story works out, how your life works out. And I might be saying that because I don't have any kids yet. Cool. But I feel like I will give my children every bit of ounce of fucking wisdom about it that I can give them. They will never be confused. Nobody will ever be able to trick them into playing and really assaulting them. They will always know. They will always have understanding of things because I will talk to them and let them know what it is. I will let them know how people can sometimes see them. Honestly, I feel like it's crazy to me that y'all think not preparing, not talking, not having these conversations with kids is important. Y'all think hiding everything from them is how you should handle things. Yet when we were kids, as much as they tried to hide, we still knew everything. Knew more than we should. So it really makes more sense to have smart conversations with your kids. Have conversations with them so they understand things. Of course, in a a childlike way. But I think that the idea, that's how you gonna teach your daughters. Yeah, I'm gonna teach my daughters to have sex with whoever they feel they want to have sex with, but make sure the person is worth sharing your body with. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna give them condoms. I'm gonna tell them about, what things they can get. I'm gonna make sure they get all their vaccines. Yeah, I'm gonna be on top of that shit. You absolutely right, bitch. You're right. I'm gonna tell my kids. Okay, I'm gonna tell my boy children, if I ever have them, how they should be treating women and seeing women, not as objects, not only to be manipulated into sex. And I'm damn sure gonna teach my girl children, that's your pussy. Protect it at all costs, but do what you will with it because it's yours. The fuck? Okay? So yeah, I probably will have a different conversation with my daughters than Tokyo and a lot of other women will have with theirs. Okay? But what I learned from my mama is the more information she gave me, the better decisions I was able to make when I was growing up. I had family, cousins and girls that went to school. They had no idea about sex. Had no idea. Really thought that having anal sex meant they were still a virgin because they had not broken their hymen. I was like, yeah, nah, that sounds like sex to me. Oh, yes. My sister got mad at me because I told my niece what a clitori was. A clitoris or a clitori, child? She kept repeating the word and my sis was like, this is why I use the kid term. And honestly, I feel like, so what? Who doesn't know what a fucking clitoris is? Like, I'm just saying, like, you should teach your kids the kid words and the real words because adults and people trying to take advantage of kids might use real words. And they may not know what a clitoris is. They know what their little button down there is, but they don't know what a clitoris is. So that's why I don't think there's anything wrong with teaching these kids exactly what things are so that they have all the information that they need. Because what I learned growing up is the lack of information gets these kids fucked up every time. Yes, Bondi, I pray my baby ain't scared to tell me her truth. You just got to keep the lines of communication open. A lot of times kids know if they can come to you or not. Locking the kids up definitely doesn't work. All those preachers' kids and how they go hard as fuck once they get out the house. Who you telling? Another lesson I learned at a very young age. Being a PK, child, them PKs when I went to school, a mess. Okay? A mess. Let me see. Is there anything else? Yes, I do want to talk about this one last thing, and then I'm going to get up off of here. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to come back to y'all and do the story time when I got kicked out of prep today. Because I do feel like I want to do that and get that off. But we'll see. But let's go ahead and get into this story right quick. Hold up. Let me blow it back up.
So I have made a video and I posted it on my Instagram story. It was a video of me inside a purple lingerie set. And I had tagged Drake inside my story, but I tagged him and I made it real small so nobody could know that I had tagged him in my story. So I did not know that he was gonna even seek it. I'm not even gonna lie. So he had texted me in vanish mode and was like, what's your number? With the hard eyes emoji. So I sent my number quick. So he called my phone, we chopped it up or whatever, and that's when he was like, he trying to see me, and I was like, I'm trying to see you too. So he had booked my flight for November 16th. Mind y'all, we texting, talking, all of that, November 13th. So fast forward, I got off the plane. He had sent a private out to get me. But before I went inside his house, they made me sign an NDA. So I can't really say too much, but I had looked at my NDA rules, so I know what I can and can't say. You feel me?
Come on, smart girl.
In the house, we just sitting on the couch, chilling, talking. He kept on rubbing.
So last month, Drake had
on my stomach and kept on asking questions like, "Do you want kids?" And I'm like, "What you trying to say? Like, if you want a baby mama, you just say that." He just kept on rubbing on my stomach, asking me, "Do I want kids?" I was like, "Yeah, I want one. I want a little boy." So we watch a movie. We drinking Casamigos. Then y'all know Casamigos bring out the freak up. So y'all know we did what we did. I don't have to go in detail about that because it's self-explanatory. But he did not use protection, which was a little weird. But y'all know I'm just going with the flow. So after we did what we did, we just cuddling and we're watching another movie. So everything went left when I pulled my phone out. So I had pulled my phone out and I had recorded him. And as soon as he seen me recording him, he slapped my phone out my hand. I'm not even gonna lie. On my stomach, and I got a little scared because that slap was aggressive. But after he had slapped the phone out my hand, he was like, "You gotta go." I was like, "Just because I recorded you, really?" But I had posted the video on my Instagram. All the receipts is on my Instagram, so I don't got time for y'all to be like, "I'm lying."
Where's the Instagram?
That's what I have to lie for. Moral of the story: don't pull your phone out.
Moral of the story: don't pull your phone. Girl, that's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say the whole time. Hold up, I'm big jazz. That's the same thing I was gonna say, girl. I was gonna say, like, girl, like, why would you pull out your phone? Like, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. What? None of these are her. I don't know what her Instagram page is. Does anybody know? Because I want to find the Instagram page, girl. I want to find the Instagram page. Who put the Instagram? Girl, what's the Instagram? Because I want to see the receipts. Okay? I want to see the receipts. I'm Big J. Okay, not I am. Okay, we're going to try that again. Let me see. I am Big Jazz. Okay. Is it this one? 3 posts. That's not it. Child, go back. Hold up. Why I can't just go back to the search? What the fuck? Y'all. Why Instagram gotta be so dumb? Like, they just always be doing dumb shit. Was it an underscore? No, that's not it either. Oh my God. Like, I hate this. I might as well go to her TikTok, huh? I should go to her TikTok. Is this it? No. That's a little girl. Y'all be out here playing. Okay, it's staying up this time. I don't see the girl nowhere. Let me see. Let me go to TikTok. Let's see. Because I want to see if they got some receipts because I'm nosy. Shut up. Shut up. The fuck? Sorry, y'all. I just wanted it to shut up. Okay, I'm Big Jazz. Because we about to see, girl. Oh, my God. Y'all, this is so aggravating. Why y'all can't just pull me up? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Instagram, I'm Big Jazz. Okay, that's what I put in, bitch. Why that didn't come up? Okay. Did she take all her shit down? What happened? Is it private now? What's going on? Is it private now? Girl, I'm so confused. Y'all always be saying anything on Instagram. Now I feel like you lying because I can't find you. Oh, girl, Kimbella, put those away. Kimbella, please put those away, love. Okay? Yeah, I don't see nothing. Yeah, but I don't. Where's the stories at? Dobie? Okay, I'm calling Cap. I'm gonna call Cap like everybody else did. I'm gonna call Cap. Okay, and with that being said, it's Cap because if it wasn't Cap, then it would be here, right? Somebody said she not thick enough, and I was just like, child, that's not. Not followed by Unwind with Tasha K. Tasha K followed her. That's too funny. I guess she thought the story was real, or she gonna try to get the info out the girl. Okay, she probably gonna try to get the info out the girl. I don't have time because I don't care that much. But it's definite. Oh, girl, why is y'all look at Kimbella? Y'all look at Kimbella. That NDA came into play, didn't it though? Hustling backwards. She should have never took the phone out. And any chick that does anything with Drake should know if their phone comes out, they getting kicked out ASAP. ASAP. For real. So she going with the flow. Right. You having unprotected sex with this nigga? Bondi, who is this bird? Child. Somebody that said they had a little rendezvous with Champagne Poppy. Okay. Yeah. Y'all, why Kimbella look like this? Wait. Kimbella announced his separation from Jewels with the Big Clappers next chapter single. Girl, you should have been. Do you feel like you wasted your time now? Do you feel like you wasted your youth? Because I think you did. I was just saying, like, girl, you waited for that nigga to get out of jail, like, all of that shit. She looks so weird, y'all. Hold up. I'm about to put it back up. She looks so weird. Can y'all see that? I'm about to blow it up some more. Y'all, like, what's really hood, my G? What's really hood, my G? Like, look at this shit, son. That shit is not normal. That is not how that shit look. Like, like, I don't know why y'all be, oh my God, girl. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. Listen, I had a similar conversation on Twitter about the Claremont twins, because y'all swear so hard that the Claremont twins look good. And I'm just like, no, they don't. They really don't. But I'm going to let y'all have it. But no, Kimbella, girl. Oh. She look like Ice-T wife Coco. She look a mess too. Coco look a mess too. I know she's in pain. Girl, it looked like it hurt. It looked like it hurt, girl. I'm worried about you. I can't. Wait, what? Child, what? Wait a minute. What the fuck is happening right now? Is this real or is this for play? This has to be for play, y'all. This has to be for play. This has to be for play. It has to be. Girl, he wasn't hiding the world from his kid. He was hiding the kid from the world. Do y'all see this? Bitch, do you see this? I'm sorry. I'm cursing y'all out. I don't mean to. But I need to see the comments. Oh my God. Do y'all think this is real? Do y'all think that Lil Nas X has a baby? He said, yes, I have a son, and I'm no longer gonna hide him from this cruel world. Oh my God. Girl, what? Like, I saw that and was like, he trolling, but stranger things have happened. I thought he was trolling too until I saw it this time. And now I'm confirmed. Lil Nas X confirmed that he has a son. Girl, we gonna have to wait and see. The people gonna have to report back and let us know if this is true. Is it true? Do you have a kid, Lil Nas X? Oh, that's crazy. I wonder who the mama is, if he really do have a kid, though. If he really do have a kid, like, I really do want to know. Who's the mama? Who's the mama? I think Lil Nas X is very nice looking. Like, I'm just saying, nice looking guy. Let me see. Is there anything else that I would like to? Fabio Farr and baby mama goes live on Instagram after catching wind of Asian doll Fabio's viral TikTok. Girl, I don't got time for that. Y'all so stupid sitting up there arguing with these niggas. Oh my God. But yeah, I need to eat and shit before I get back on here for that story time. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I want to talk to y'all about before I get off here. I I agree, he's not ugly. What if it's not only true, but him being gay was the lie the whole time? Child, he made out with a whole man on stage. It's not a lie. Probably why he came out with the pregnancy belly to distract. Oh, because he did say he was pregnant. Yeah, did y'all see? This is why nobody should ever go to Waffle House. Let's play this and then I'm going to get off here. Because right now I'm just having fun with y'all. Right now I'm just enjoying like going through shit and talking to y'all about it. Okay? And then I'm going to get off of here because I've been on here for a long time. Okay. Hey, lovely T. Why? Why is this happening? Oh, okay. So she threw shit first. Oh, shit. And now you're going to get your ass beat. And now you're going to get your... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh. 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 What happened? Why it started, though? Y'all see her boy, she gonna block the cheddar. First of all, I think that this is ignorant as fuck. Look at all of the dudes run outside. Now y'all look. Look, somebody come and help the white girl. I don't know why it's always going down at the Waffle House. Somebody gonna throw a cheddar.
Y'all better than that, man. Come on.
Not y'all better than that. The Kings spectating like a bunch of bitches. Oh shit. Oh.
Oh my God, bro.
Why y'all still in there throwing shit? Get your ass out of there.
You about to go to jail. Chill. Y'all about to go to jail.
Like, what is y'all in there fighting these people for? You not even throwing with accuracy. Get your stupid ass out of that fucking restaurant. Let me tell you something. All of these... Ain't none of these niggas worth shit. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all. Ain't none of these men that y'all was with, that's this the fucking peanut gallery, none of them ain't worth shit. If any of you women go with these men, y'all should break up with all of them. Y'all hoes need therapy. That was funny that bitch fell. I don't know what y'all got into it for, but y'all feeling like y'all can abuse them people down to their job. I know that's what y'all be on. Y'all show up drunk and mad and get into fights with people, and y'all fuck with the wrong white girl that day. That white girl was like, bitch, you think I work here for no reason? You know what I'm saying? That bitch is like, oh, you think I work here for no reason? Bitch, I live around the corner. Okay? Child, here you go. Let's just do it. Fine. Y'all know who Asian Doll and them is? I don't know. Here we are.
Somebody sent me that video. I don't follow Asian Doll. Somebody sent me that video. You mean? Somebody sent me that video. You moving around acting like you single and you're not. That's your problem. You're not single.
Okay, hold up. I remember not having my kid and how I would say when I have kids, I'm not doing this, that. The game is different after they come. I love when people that don't have kids talk about what they're going to do. Okay. I said I didn't have any kids, y'all. And this is why, like, I hate when we have these conversations because there are always, like, you know, comments like this. Because I feel like, yeah, there are some things that you probably don't know how you're really going to react. I get it. But one thing that I have never felt like I was ever going to do, and honestly, I don't want kids if I'm ever going to change my mind about this, is hiding the truth of life from them and putting them at a disadvantage. I strongly feel about informing kids about sex and sexuality and gender and their body parts. I am a firm believer in that. I don't think me having a child is going to change how I feel about that, because I feel like it's fucking stupid to act as if things that are facts of life don't exist because somebody is young. I've always felt that way. And I also wasn't raised that way. So if I was raised with my parents being honest with me, then I don't understand why I would assume that when I have children, all of a sudden some button is going to click off. And all of a sudden I'm going to be scared to be honest with my children about how they got here. I don't know. But you know what? You're right. I don't have kids. And for that fact, say what you will, but a problem I don't have to worry about. So tell your kids what you want. But essentially, the internet is going to teach them anyway. So there's that. But yeah, let's continue. What you mad about, girl?
And everyone's going to look at today. You're not single. Yeah, he's sick now. Because when they're caught up, they sick all of a sudden.
Girl, why are you really trying to be with Fabio Foreign? He looked like a hoe.
Okay, now I don't know. Now it's embarrassing. Somebody sent me that. Nobody knows. And somebody sent me that.
So they did a little video together. Okay, yeah, they definitely gonna smash. And she's upset.
I don't follow Asian though. Somebody sent me that video. You mean? Somebody sent me that video. You moving around acting like you single and you're not.
He's
That's
not?
the problem.
He's
You're
not?
single.
He's not? Looks like he's single to me. Is he married? I'm about to hit y'all up real mad. Y'all gonna be mad at me. Y'all gonna be real mad at me. Is he married? Because if he's not married, he's in fact single. Ooh, I know y'all hate to hear that. Motherfuckers, he not single. We in a relationship, bitch, by the eyes of the government. That nigga single. Single, sexy, and free. Making his own money. And you the one that's in a monogamous relationship sitting at the house. That's you. You in a monogamous relationship sitting at the house. While he at somebody else's house play banging a Asian doll out. Girl, he looks single to me. The nigga looks single to me. Let me see. What else are y'all saying before I get out of here? I don't have a Bentley either, but I know what I would do if I had one. Drive that bitch. Okay. No, I'm just saying because I hate when people do that. Like, obviously, I don't know 100% how I would handle every situation if I had a kid. But ultimately, I know that I feel very strongly about educating children as if they are adults in certain ways. Because I think that you do them a disservice when you act like they can't understand certain things. When really they understand things way before you think you should explain them. Just explain it to them, in my opinion, you know? Motherfuckers won't come and have sex talks. Kid done already fucked. You want to have a sex talk with me? I've been watching porn since I was like 5. You wanna have a sex talk with me? Okay. I think that goes with all aspects of life and not just parenthood. We never know what we're gonna do in any situation until we're placed in it. I get what you mean though. I think we all get what she means. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like it goes without saying. That's why I said I don't have kids and everything, but this, you know what I'm saying? I have kids and I wasn't offended by your comments. Say what the fuck you want, because some parents can still learn from different perspectives. That's how I feel. And I may not be a parent, but I was a kid and I was parented heavily. Like, they talk to me a lot, child. Child, he's single. He just didn't tell her. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. But yeah, y'all, like I said, do what you want. Say, treat your kids however you want to treat your kids. It's on you. I'm just saying from my perspective, hiding things doesn't ever really help. It just doesn't, especially when it comes to the facts of life. Like, if you think you're going to be able to hide fucking from your kids, child, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, don't explain while daddy was on top of mommy and she was moaning and shit. Yeah, don't explain that. Don't explain that at all. Just let them think you were being harmed. Okay? Because you be sitting up there and I want to talk to your kids about sex and then they walk in on you fucking. So, yeah. And what... Hold on. I got to see this. Move this out the way. And what you don't tell them, the world will fill in for you. It's best to be open and honest with your kids. Bondi, your commentary has helped me a lot with my teenagers. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. Because you be making me feel like I'm fucking crazy and shit. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hear it a lot. So I completely understood how you felt too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of like, bruh, I get it. I got it. Okay? Like, I absolutely don't know if I'm going to want an epidural. I don't. I don't know if I'll be able to handle the pain, bitch. I don't know. Okay, I don't know how I feel, about letting them go by people's houses and all of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm a woman who trusts her intuition, and I think that will serve me in every aspect of my life. If and when I am blessed to be a mother, then my intuition will serve me in that space as well. But if not, child, don't cry for me, Argentina. Okay, I love y'all. All right, I appreciate y'all. Everybody who came through, great conversations, good time, 2-hour live. I hope I got y'all through y'all work day a little bit. For everybody else that catches it later on, thank you for catching the playback. I hope y'all enjoyed the live. I really appreciate everybody for coming through, for catching the now that we're grown, for working with me through me in the technical difficulties and all of that. So thank y'all so much for that. I hope y'all have a blessed rest of y'all day. Okay, and I will probably be back in maybe an hour or so after I get something to eat, and we'll do this story time. Okay, so see y'all in a few. Bye.